In the heart of a dense jungle lived a once mighty lion, now old and frail. His roar, which used to send shivers down the spine of every creature, had faded to a weak grumble. He could no longer hunt, and both he and his loyal servant, a cunning jackal, were starving. Days turned into a week, and their hunger gnawed at them relentlessly. The jackal, watching his master weaken, knew that strength alone wouldn't save them. It was time for a different approach. He told the lion, "Master, your power is in your presence, not just your pounce. Let me use my mind to bring dinner to you." With a plan in mind, the jackal trotted to the outskirts of the jungle, near a small village. There he found a plump, foolish donkey, tirelessly working for a washerman. The jackal approached with a friendly smile. "My dear friend," he said, "why do you toil away in this miserable place? I've seen you carry heavy loads day after day, all for a few measly handfuls of dry hay. You deserve so much better." The donkey, tired and weary, listened intently. "I come from a lush paradise," the jackal continued, his voice filled with promise. "A hidden valley where the grass is always green. The water is crystal clear, and there are no masters, no burdens. And what's more, 3 beautiful female donkeys live there, all waiting for a handsome and strong companion like you." The donkey's eyes widened. A life of leisure, endless food, and romance? It was a dream come true. He completely forgot his master's warnings about the dangers of the jungle and eagerly agreed to follow the jackal. The jackal led the unsuspecting donkey through winding paths, deeper and deeper into the forest, until they reached the lion's den. The lion was hidden behind a large rock, ready to ambush his prey. As the donkey stepped into the clearing, the lion, weakened by hunger, misjudged his timing. He leaped too early, his claws barely grazing the donkey's flank. Terrified, the donkey bolted, kicking up dust as he galloped back towards the village as fast as his legs could carry him. The lion roared in frustration, "You useless fool! You let our only meal escape." But the jackal was not one to give up so easily. "Patience, my king," he said calmly. "His body may have escaped, but his foolish mind is still mine." With that, he raced after the donkey. He caught up with the frightened animal at the edge of the forest. "Why did you run away?" the jackal asked, feigning surprise. "That wasn't an attack. The female donkey I told you about is very shy. She was so overwhelmed by your handsome appearance that she tried to give you a loving embrace, but she was a bit clumsy. You scared her off." The donkey, still trembling, was skeptical. "An embrace? It felt like claws," he stammered. The jackal chuckled. "My friend, love can be passionate and a little rough sometimes. She's heartbroken now. She thinks you've rejected her. Please, come back. Give love a chance." The donkey's vanity and foolishness got the better of him once again. The thought of a beautiful female donkey being smitten with him was too tempting to resist. Convinced by the jackal's smooth words, he turned around and followed him back to the lion's den. This time the lion was prepared. As the donkey entered the clearing, distracted by thoughts of romance, the lion sprang from his hiding place with a final burst of strength. The attack was swift and decisive. The donkey had no chance to escape a second time. The jackal had delivered on his promise. As the lion stood over his kill, he said, "I am exhausted and thirsty from the hunt. I must go to the river to drink. Guard this meal with your life, and do not touch a single bite until I return." The jackal bowed obediently, but as soon as the lion was out of sight, his own hunger took over. He couldn't resist. He quickly tore open the donkey's head and devoured the most delicious part, the brain. When the lion returned, refreshed and ready for his feast, he immediately noticed something was wrong. "Jackal!" he roared. "Where's the donkey's brain?" The jackal, without missing a beat, put on an expression of pure innocence. "Brain, my king? What brain?" he asked. This foolish creature had no brain at all. The lion stared at him, confused. "What nonsense are you speaking? Every animal has a brain." The jackal shook his head wisely. "Think about it, master," he explained calmly. "If this donkey had possessed even the tiniest bit of a brain, would he have come back to the very place where he was almost killed just moments before? A creature with sense would have run and never looked back. His return is proof that his skull was empty." The lion pondered this for a moment. The jackal's logic, as twisted as it was, seemed flawless. He nodded, convinced by the clever argument, and proceeded to eat his meal, none the wiser. And so, the cunning jackal not only saved his master and himself from starvation, but also managed to get the tastiest treat, all by using his intelligence. This story teaches us a valuable lesson. In the great game of survival, a sharp mind can often be a more powerful weapon than sharp claws. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.